Sarah, thank
Yes.
you for taking the time to sit down with us again. I know it's been a while. Tell us though, how's the journey been so far since we last sat down?
Look, it's been in and out. Consistency is one of the biggest things that is critical to a real estate agent's success. And I think for us, it was about really kind of getting K2X in at the times that we needed them the most, when, say, we were a little bit busier in our stock levels and we didn't quite have as much time as we needed to do what we wanted to in a prospecting sense. So having you guys on board at different times whenever we needed you has been amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, what has actually been your favorite thing about using K2X?
I think my favorite thing would be that, when we give you a block, what would take us maybe a few days or even a week, we generally get back from you within 24 to 48 hours. And it's the ability to identify those key critical people to begin a relationship with or continue nurturing until they are ready. So it's just a quick reminder of who we should be spending a little bit more time on, rather than not essentially wasting time, but sort of not putting as much effort into those people because they're not quite ready yet.
Makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, how has K2X impacted you over the last few years since using the service?
Impacted, definitely cleaned up my database, incredibly. Whenever I've given you guys blocks, you've been able to clean it or identify any of those leads that maybe we would have ordinarily missed if we were trying to do it all ourselves. And then of course, once we were able to identify those leads and then nurture those prospects, that's when we've seen the callbacks come back through, a year or 2 years later. And, when you go back through the notes, you're like, oh, it was a K2X lead. So it's been amazing to see that journey progress and, reap the rewards years later down the track.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, what have some of the benefits been from the new pipeline seller system that we've just recently implemented for you there, Sarah?
The most valuable thing has been, it's really a 3-part system. So you guys are identifying those pipeline sellers and then essentially uncovering them for us to then nurture. So it might be like a junior agent or an associate agent within my team that can then build and nurture that relationship with that pipeline seller. And then over a period of time, once they are ready, that's when it sort of gets handed to me, and then we can go in and obviously attempt to list and sell. But yeah, it's really 3 parts. And so you guys are one of the most critical parts in identifying those pipeline sellers.
For sure. And Sarah, tell me, if there was an agent that was sitting on the fence thinking about using K2X, what would you tell them?
Do it. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it. It's a long-term prospect. And I think that so many people get caught up in the now and the silver bullet. And that's not what you're there for. It's actually about making your life easier so that you can focus on the things that you need to, but still doing that prospecting work in the back end and then reaping the rewards later on. So if they're hesitating, don't do it. You won't regret it.
That's awesome.